This video is all about professional burnout, regardless as to whether you work a full-time job, a part-time business, a full-time business, or a combination of all those things. At some point, people do get burned out for various reasons. And let me give you 3 of those in this video. First one is low pay. Sometimes you can go into a job expecting more pay and to have more money at the end of your month, and that does not happen. And of course, that creates burnout. You get sick and tired of being sick and tired of going to the same office every day, and you're not getting compensated, or you don't feel that you're being compensated for the work that you put in. Number 2, expectations. Sometimes we, of course, go into jobs with different expectations than what the job actually entails. Of course, especially when you're getting out of school, you're going right into your profession and all these kind of things. You're expecting the job to, of course, pay what the school teacher said. For example, I'm a social worker going into the social work profession. That they told us that it made like $45,000 a year and all this kind of stuff. And like I said, you get to those jobs, you only make half of that. You only make half of that starting off, especially working for the state or somebody else where I worked at. Like I said, you can definitely have high expectations because of what the educational system have told you. They'll give you all these theories, all these things that you can work on and do at your job, especially if you're in a helping profession. Teachers, social workers, psychologists, all those kind of things. You get into that job, you don't use any of that information at all. You only use the information that the job gives you about that position and about what it entails and what you need to do. Like I said, there's a lot of expectations we have about different things that school may have taught you, that your environment may have taught you, that does not ring up to be true. But like I said, that definitely causes burnout because like I said again, you get sick and tired of being sick and tired of going into an office where you feel unappreciated, where you don't feel that you're valued there, and you don't feel like you're getting what you're supposed to be getting from what you were told. I guess I put it that way. Number 3, triggered. I'm a social worker. I've been a social worker over 20 years. And I know a lot of folks, a lot of my coworkers were, of course, burned out. They're dealing with people, of course, a lot of them were other races. Of course, I'm black. The kids that we all worked with were African-American kids. A lot of them, of course, were Caucasian or other races, didn't know how to identify with the kids. Yes, there were other black workers there. Yes, there was. But there were some white ones there as well who had no idea how to even relate to these kids, how to communicate with these kids. Everything they saw, all poor me, this kind of thing. A lot of times they were triggered by the domestic violence that was going on in these kids' homes, or the kid was sexually abused, or whatever was going on. They're triggered by these things because they hadn't healed these things. Like I said, there was a lot of it. It's the mental triggers, I guess I put it that way. A lot of the stuff that people, of course, go into working these jobs, and of course, here comes something coming up. Somebody get to arguing, and the arguing reminds them of their parents fighting in the past, and there goes trigger, causing anxiety attacks, causing depression, causing all kinds of stuff. Like I said, at some point, we have to realize that we have to take care of us as workers, as employees. You have to take care of yourself first. Your job is not going to care about you as much as you can care about yourself.